Oh man, what's up, everybody? We are here again with a special live stream to talk about quant. I know we cut off this morning a little early, but we're going to wait for some people to get in. Ready. Oh man, excuse me. I hope welcome in everybody. Cody's going to be actually joining us today as we talk about quant and kind of what's in your wallet here. Oh man, I don't know why that kicked me out there. Man, all right. There we go. Got that in. All right. Everybody here, welcome in. We kind of got starting a special live. We have some time. We were just talking about quant and some
What's
of our
up?
favorite picks on there. Cody's here to join us. Keep in mind we do our morning chat every morning, 8:30 to not 8:30 start time every morning, Monday through Friday. That's 8:30 Central Time, as well as our portfolio watch on what's in your portfolio on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Those are the live. So we're live pretty much Sunday through Friday, 6 days a week. So we're quite busy. As you know, I'm Sal. I run a bunch of businesses. We invest in crypto. We invest in stocks. I've been a licensed broker. Cody here's one that got me into crypto. So we're going to fire it away. He's got some topics to talk about. I have some topics to talk about. So let's get started here. So, oh, there we go. I think he's on the struggle stream.
It's lag. See me? Hear me?
A little bit. It's kind of cutting in and out here, but yeah, let me
Let
turn up
me.
the volume here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go. Your network's a little lagging there, but all right. Well, we do it live. What can I say?
I'm trying right here. I don't know why it's being slow.
There we go. I got you on a good connection now.
It's still loading for me. It's stuck.
Gotcha.
But are you able to hear me perfectly fine?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. But I hate that I can't see myself though.
Yeah, it's like we just got a picture of you, but I guess we will continue on here. But we'll go over some of the basics here. Just recapping a little bit. Bitcoin still hovering over 27,000. ETH is still in the 1800s. We still got XRP kind of bumped up to 0.44 from this morning. We got where's good old Quant down here, still hovering at the 105 range.
Could you look at Toncoin? I want to
Tom,
talk about something. Yeah.
yeah, let's pull that one up here real quick. Oops.
Ton, and this is not a show, by the way. I'm not shilling Toncoin or anything. But one
Absolutely.
But one thing I will say about Toncoin is it does have a use case, and people look at Toncoin and they're like, because I saw a Reddit post one time and somebody was like, "What the fuck is Toncoin?" A lot of people don't know what it is, but Ton is actually Telegram's currency. So if you want to go on Fragment.com, you can buy Telegram usernames. You just have to have
Hmm.
you just have to have a VPN to get there, and then you download this app called Ton Keeper, Ton Keeper, and pretty much once you download that app and you create a wallet on Ton, then basically you can spend your Ton coin and buy unique Telegram usernames. Like, for example, Crazy, that username sold for $13,000 worth of Ton. That guy made some major bank on that username, and you can make good money off that market too. Just
Okay.
wanted to bring that up because I've seen people make money, and I've bought some usernames that are currently waiting to sell, and they're like $3,000 worth of profit right there.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, there you guys go. Get some. There's some money out there. Just gotta know where to look and where to help. Hey, while you guys are coming in, like and subscribe, share us, get our word out. We're trying to grow this stream. You know, it's of course it's a struggle stream. Not many people want to talk about finances, but yeah, Cody got me onto that too. Buying and trading names, it's very lucrative from what I see from him and his friend. They've been making some bank off of
Oh
that.
yeah, because and there's a group chat called hashtag that a lot of wealthy people they sell their usernames, and a lot of wealthy people use Telegram to do business, and having a unique username, I guess, can help your brand on Telegram as well. So that's one good use case I've seen out of Toncoin. It makes you're using crypto how it's supposed to because you're spending it on a service which is a username.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely there. And all I've seen you guys is make. I seen the activity on there it's been kind of steady, not really spiking a lot, but it's been pretty steady. It definitely seems like a good place to earn some crypto, especially in this kind of a bear versus bull market that we have, where crypto's trading sideways.
Oh yeah, and in the bull market too, if crypto does well, a lot of people feel wealthier than they are and they'll actually spend their money because crypto is going
Hmm.
up.
Absolutely, absolutely. I do want to shout out this before we get going on quant here. Parma token. I did a video back on that very well. Hey, Blade Soldier, how you doing? Hope you're making some money and getting to that bag. But I did a video on Parma token last year talking about how it was a scam and everything. And today, man, I come in, I'm about ready to do my re-up video on that, and lo and behold, site's gone, everything's gone off of it. It says access denied.
Where on what? Show me the coin
Let me show you here. I'm gonna switch. Share the.
because we need to talk about scams here too. And I would show my face, but it's not working for some reason. But we need to talk about scams too, so people
Yeah,
know.
here it is. I got it shared. Thank you guys for liking. I really need to get those likes. See if you guys can help us get up to
Parma
a couple
token.
hundred likes. It really help us out.
What
But
is
Parma
Parma
token,
token?
well, Parma token was it really was just a pump and dump token. I can't access the website, so you'll have to check out my video that I made last year if you want, because I had the whole website on there. And Cody, it looked like a 5-year-old made their website.
Are you
That
serious?
I swear to God, that's what it was. And their target goal was, hey, we're just gonna make some we're going to make our valuation based on we're going to have like this amount of users and this valuation, and there's no step on that valuation.
There
And
was no white paper.
I can't even look at the white paper now. It's not there anymore. Like
I
the whole
bet.
website shut down.
I bet the
And
white paper looks like it was written by a 5-year-old.
oh yeah, it looks like when someone did a PowerPoint presentation like 20 years ago and did it in 5 minutes to get something out there. And oh my freaking goodness, I called that one like last year. Man, check out that video. It's on my other channel, Crypto Bobby. It's there. I might actually put it on there.
There's a lot of Parmas out
Go
there.
ahead, ask your question. Chart. So what's hot to invest in? Right now I'm looking at Sui coin, but
Yes.
as far as an actual blue chip investment, Cody and I are really taking a good look at Chainlink, and this Sunday I'm going to make my decision if I'm going to drop 10k 10,000 into Chainlink, but I'm really chasing Quant and ETH and XRP right now. I know Cody's chasing really Quant and ETH right now. That's kind of what
Yes.
we're
I
staying
will
in.
say, if you look at the chart of Quant and you look at from 2018 to now, as a store of value asset, it looks great because the all-time high was about 450,
Hmm.
and we've been in this $100 range. Like I remember, Quant started pumping last year in like July, and it went from this pump to July to October, and it went all the way up to 220, and then we went down to 100. We're still in the $100 range, and I do
Hmm.
see us dropping below $100 on Quant. But if you look at Quant's 5 year chart, it looks pretty good. Like it does. It looks promising.
Oh, it certainly does. Let me just pull that up so we can share that on the screen for people. And like I said, last year I also made a video on quant before. You guys should really check that out. And I made a couple other like re-ups on those. And it dropped a couple times down in the 50 range, and it was definitely a good buy. Like if we go ahead and we go back up here, we check for last year, it was August area of last year, and it bounced. Yeah, right here. It was in July. I'm sorry. It went down to 52.39. That's when I got really into quant, and you can definitely make a crap ton of money in there.
I bought a few tokens that I bought a few Quant at that price. I bought like five, I think, four.
Oh yeah, it's like, and keep in mind, Cody and I got into quant when it was like in the 250 range. So
Late 2021, yes.
yeah, so we've definitely lost the bag on it, but we've definitely increased quite a bit off of it just by us dollar cost averaging along the way. But quant is definitely, it's got interoperability. It's makes a smooth transition from Bitcoin to Ethereum and Ripple with the XRP Ledger network. So
And not to mention, let's don't forget Gilbert Burdian, because Gilbert Burdian, he's the CEO of Quant, and he actually went on stage in England and with some very important people, in economics in England, and they
mm,
talked about Quant and tokenizing assets. One of Quant's big mission, besides full scale interoperability. Oh, sorry, it broke out. But one of their missions, besides full scale interoperability, is tokenizing assets, and you'll be able to tokenize like stocks, ETFs, real estate. Like
yeah,
eventually, that's going to be a thing to where you can have tokenized versions of real assets, and
yep,
that's what Quant wants to do, because let's say you own real estate and you own it in the form of a token, not an NFT to where it's like a profile picture NFT, but it's an actual digitalize that you own the asset, and that's what Quant's doing. You'll be able to send digital gold as well.
oh yeah, and all that's going to happen on over ledger. I'm with quant as well because of all that, but also because there's a lot of smart money that's getting involved in it. There's a lot of behind the scenes players. A lot of big banks are getting into quant. JP Morgan, Bank of America are unofficially with quant right now, and they it's definitely looking like a good money play.
Yeah, and the holder count went up too. So I remember in 2022, I remember there was like around mid 2022, there was like 60 to 70K holders. Now
Mhm.
there's like 135,000 holders. So it's kept growing in the bear market. Like that's why the price has been where it is, because even though we have gone down from 450 and 200, where
Mhm.
the amount of holders has been going up. And you can see on the top right there, it says Quant Community. Coin Market Cap added like all these cryptos have like a following now, and you can see how
Mhm.
popular one is on Coin Market Cap by looking at the followers. But then again, those could be bot followers, so you never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you never know too. But what's crazy is it's on 265,000 watch lists right now, and it's definitely going to become the platinum that crypto needed to get to this next level that the market needed. And it's going to take off. Like right now, it is in somewhere what the 50s in the top 100,
It's like 38, yeah,
39. Yeah.
39.
So if it can get to its to because someone there was a guy out there, I forget who it was, said quant was going to be 700 at the end of the year, and
Uh-oh. That's good, because I'm trying to accumulate. Like that'd be a good thing. But I'm trying to add back to more, because before I told you I took out of my quant to buy these usernames and make some
Mhm.
profit to increase quant. I was at 40 quant. Now I'm at 20.
Yeah. Oh, did we lose you there, Cody? Oh, yes, we.
Just for a second.
I got you. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hit 700. It might get to like 186, in my opinion. That's where I'm thinking it's going to hit the
We're probably
186 to 190.
we're probably gonna have random spikes on quant
Oh
throughout
yeah.
the later half of this year, because I think I think we are gonna have some movement at the end of this year. I think alts are gonna pop just a little bit, but I don't think it's time for a bull market until after the halving. Once June of 2024 comes around, this time
Mhm,
next year, we could start getting our bull market pants on. We can get excited. We could be like, hey, like a bull market's
mhm,
coming. But as of right now, or we got to get through this year. Once we get through 2023, we can start talking, about what's actually gonna happen because we're getting to that point. Like I remember last year, we were like, oh, we got 2 more years until a halving, and then probably 3 more until a bull market. Like now we're down to 2 more and 1 more year until a halving, and potentially
mhm.
almost two for a bull market. So I mean,
Oh, definitely is. We're coming down to the wire here, really. Um, we're coming down to the wire. It's getting to that where we're trading sideways in the market, but quant has remained steady for almost a year, just kind of steady, solid between dipping no less than 100, but then it's really hasn't gone higher than 150. So, but it's a good time to really dollar cost average in, start accumulating quant. It's just as quick as XRP and everything. So I do see a lot of value in quant, and that's why I got to keep putting into it. It is one of my substantial holdings. It's right around about 15% of my total crypto holdings, but I'm looking to increase it to 20%. But that also means I'm probably going to be decreasing or not really dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin as much as I probably should be. But that's just what I'm doing for
yeah,
the
and we had this uptrend since August, and I just find it interesting that even after August, the FTX thing happened, and quant still didn't go low at all. Really, it
no,
was.
it didn't dip at all. But the only black swan event left is really like we were talking about earlier is Tether dropping. I mean, if something happens to Tether, we're kind of the crypto market that bull run might be delayed a little bit, but we
Yeah,
definitely would see some regulation.
yeah, that would bring regulation, and this is interesting too. I think about this a lot. But if you look back at Bitcoin, before the COVID crash, like no, during the COVID crash, COVID was the black swan event. And I was thinking if we never had COVID, we probably would have started the bull run earlier because if you look at
Mhm,
2020, look at the end of 2020, like I mean, beginning of 2020, we looked like we were in an uptrend there. Like, look, that looks like a pure uptrend. And then we had
mhm.
COVID, which brought the market down.
Yeah, right about there.
If we didn't have COVID, we would have started like a potential bull run right there.
Yep, that was right at the beginning of the lockdowns. It dropped pretty low there.
And see that's what I'm thinking. Now we're out of the pandemic phase, and the only black
Mhm,
swan event we could see is either XRP somehow does bad in the case, and a lot of these alts are deemed securities and they're delisted off the major exchanges. That could be one black swan event, or B, Tether falls down and we get a delayed bull market, and it'll
mhm.
take probably a year and a half, an extra year
Oh
and a
yeah,
half to recover from that.
definitely, and there'd be way too much regulation trying to push through at that point.
Yeah, because people would lose a bunch of money. Like I remember last year there was an article that was going around. No, it was early this year on Reddit, and it was talking about how this one guy he put in the peak of the 2021 bull run in about May, he put 200,000 in Tether from his altcoin profits, and for some odd reason, Tether thought that was suspicious activity. So Tether put a freeze on this guy's Tether wallet for 2 years. He couldn't touch that 200,000 for 2 years. I mean, thank God it
Oh
was in a
man.
stable. Thank God it was in a stable coin because the price. But imagine you see $200,000,
Mhm.
and Tether that you've been trying to pull out, and then finally 2 years later in 2023 on a random day you can touch it after 2 years. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is kind of a scary thing to behold in there.
Tether has a blacklist. Yeah, they have a whole blacklist that nobody knows about. Tether can literally blacklist your wallet. Like You make a bunch of profits from the bull market. You move it to Tether. Tether might see that, and they're like, oh shit, like why is this guy got 500,000 sitting in his Tether when he just
Yeah.
made that transfer? And
Yep.
that's centralization right there.
Oh
I
yeah.
got. I mean, imagine you're just not able to touch that $200,000. I mean, that's a substantial amount of money that could pay medical bills and all that. Like,
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That's the one scary thing about Tether. But guys, I don't put anything into stable coin. If I'm gonna have cash, I just take it as cash. That's really it.
yeah,
That's really it.
and Bitcoin. People talk about Bitcoin being a great store of value, but I think that's mainly in the bear market.
Oh
When we're in
yeah,
a
yeah, absolutely.
Bitcoin's a perfect store of value when there's not much volatility to it, and we're in a dead bear market. That's when now in a bull market, it's a great store of value too because you're obviously making money, but it depends on what price you buy in at and get out at.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's a store of value. Because if you're talking about, oh, I'm buying Bitcoin in the middle of a bull run, or I'm buying Bitcoin early in the bear market and it goes, then that's not really a great store of value because it goes down. It just all depends on your entry and how long you're willing to bag hold, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about your risk tolerance there too.
Yeah, that's why I've been in this market. If I was 35 years old or older, and I wasn't making the kind of money you're making, and I was around your age, I'd be less caring about the market. But I'm 22, and I'm in a position to where I'm hungry financially, so I've been handling this volatility for the past 2.5 years, and I've gotten numb to it because I'm so used to it now. It doesn't bother
Mhm.
me. I'd actually prefer if we go down. I'd actually prefer if Bitcoin would
Yeah.
hit 18 to 20,000, so Quant can go down to like $75, and I can just buy a good bag of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It that would be like that would be a pretty good game changer, especially if you're new to crypto coming in. If we have one of those drops again, because we had that kind of last year at like I think it was what like right around FTX, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum dropped like 850 or something like that in
Yeah,
that time frame, and it was like that was a good buy time.
that was a very smart buy, and that's its fair price. A lot of people say 850 is like its fair value.
Hmm. But it's only going to go up, especially with these meme coins like Pepe coin. I don't know. I don't know what to say because these things use the ETH network,
Right
and they
now,
are charging. They're running up the gas fees up there just from the
right
buying.
now, Oh, I'm sorry, but right now I was going to say Ethereum is actually more deflationary than Bitcoin right now because yeah, Ethereum is on proof of stake and there is like a bunch of coins, but at the same time they're burning like since the EIP 1559. I remember the day that came out. It was in around August or September of
Mhm.
2021. Me and my friends and I went to a bar that night, and we actually one of my crypto guys that was there when we were drinking with, some of the guys with us weren't into crypto, but we were talking about EIP 1559 that night, and we were talking about how like, what's that going to do to ETH? Like, is ETH actually going to play out the way they're saying it? And we've actually been seeing so much ETH burned, and it looks interesting, and that's why it wasn't able to hold that 850 range. And I was going to say
Mhm.
this about Quant too, because when ETH and Quant, they every time both of those drop, like every time Quant drops, I always see more buy pressure. Like I always see more of the holders, the long term holders, want to buy more
Mhm.
bags. And I've seen that with Quant too, because every time Quant could go to 99. Like let's say if we had a random drop and Quant went to $99, I feel like within the next 2 hours it would go back to like 105, 106.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I see ETH as being a pretty hardcore increase during the bull run.
ETH is a good money. Like, yeah, it has ridiculous fees in a bull market. I will say that. But one thing you can say is, Can you DDoS Ethereum? Can you hack Ethereum? No, you can't. Like,
Yeah, that
it's
is true.
even the biggest hackers of the world. I'm sure they would probably charge you like hundreds of millions of dollars or possibly a billion to try to hack into Ethereum because it would take so much manpower and it would take so much money to actually hack, ETH's like network. It would take a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, it would take a lot of effort, and in the end, it's not really worth it.
Hackers like to be paid money to hack, And if somebody truly wanted Ethereum to fail, they'd have to pay probably. You'd have to pay a hacker would probably request some crazy amount, like $1 billion. Like there, are no hacker's gonna want to hack Ethereum just for the
Yeah,
fun of it.
yeah,
You'd have to be paid some big money to do that.
absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, anyone new joining in, hey, like and subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Trying to get our following up, so your support really helps. Also, I put the link to join in if you wanted to ask any question, business related, real estate related, stocks or crypto related. Certainly, you guys can certainly join in. It's there for you. So, but hey, if you guys can get some more likes, let's get us up to 500. That'd be really great.
Hey Sal, one thing I want to ask you while we're on the stream still is go to ledger.com and let's talk about hardware wallets because my friend Bryce, he's 18, he's getting into crypto right now. He's been
Mhm.
buying up Ethereum and little amounts of crypto, but he's staking his Ethereum on Coinbase right now, and I'm like, dude, like I know you don't have that much money in right now to where you don't need to worry about getting hacked. But we're in a state in the market to where Coinbase, or any exchange could go
Yeah.
down, and they're going hard on exchanges and staking. Like, yeah, it might look attractive to stake Ethereum with Coinbase or like an
Mhm.
exchange, but at the end of the day, it's like Coinbase goes under that your staking is gone. And
Oh, absolutely.
a lot of people need to know about the Ledger stacks. That's an expensive one, but it's a touchscreen one and it's $300. And then you have other ones like the Nano, which I have, and I paid 175 for that. And I've been having it for 2 years. I've had no issues with my Ledger.
Yeah, I have the Nano Ledger X. I also want to get the Ledger Stacks one too. I
Oh
really like
yes, I'm
that.
gonna buy that one because it's good to have two of them. Because let's say you lose one hardware wallet and you still have your 24 word phrase, you can literally grab your second ledger and just log into your other wallet.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and also I do like the ledger stacks. 'Cause there's going to be more features into it. It's going to make it easier for people to transfer crypto as payment off of it. You can carry it around, more versatile. Although I also do use the Arculus wallet. It's relatively new, but it comes with a platinum card that you or not platinum, but it comes with like an aluminum steel card that is needed to have it with you to access your crypto at all times.
That's
So
awesome.
so let me pull up that one here. I can't remember where it was. Let me just go to Google, go to Arculus Wallet.
Have you seen Ledger's goals? So Ledger said as a business, that they can be worth $100 billion within the next 5 to 7 years, and I can see it for Ledger because they're coming out with the stacks.
Hmm.
They're coming out with products like that, and I feel like if the stacks next bull run, everybody's going to want to get a stacks because
Yeah.
it's a touchscreen one, and a bull market's going to bring more people, and that's when I bought my ledger, when I was introduced to crypto in the
Hmm.
last bull market. And it's going to drive up sales for the ledger, and they're going to be a huge valuation in crypto.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I like Arculus because you don't have to get hook it up to your computer, worry about having your computer safe and everything. It's tied to your phone, and it's got a three-stage authentication and verification. So it has the normal two-stage. You link it to your authenticator app and everything, and of course your seed phrase. But it also you need the card and your biometrics to log into it as well off your phone, so therefore, you get that extra layer of security, and it's now stored on your phone. And all you have to do is follow the transfer steps when you get your new phone. But if you're like me, who I keep the same phone till it basically craps out, I you don't have to really worry about that too much. But I do
Yeah,
like it for simplicity. The only problem is that you can only really get the main staple coins. So like Bitcoin, ETH, Quant, XRP. I mean, I can't even get Dot and Atom on it right now.
really.
Oh yeah.
You wait, so it offers quant and stuff, but not dot and atom?
Nope, does not offer dot or nano. Just offers um kind of hard because my phone's right now recording us, but I think there's only like 50 coins on there that it offers. But it is very versatile, and it's a good option to have because you can also do same thing pay use it as a form of payment, send and receive right off of it. And if you both have iPhones, you can easily send it to someone else very quickly because it can go through the AirDrop too.
Yo.
So, but it's all very simple. I like Arculus, but I also have a Nano X, which is where I keep my Bitcoin and ETH on there.
Hey, so I don't know if you've ever been to this website, but have you been to the Polkadot staking dashboard?
No, I haven't.
Go on Google and look up Polkadot staking dashboard. I want to show everybody something. And is everybody able to hear me? Like, have you had issues with like? I mean, can other people watching pick up my voice?
Oh yeah,
Okay, good,
I definitely. You're coming in pretty clear on my TikTok stream and everything else. So
awesome.
you said
Polkadot staking dashboard. Yeah, yeah.
there we go.
And then click on that option. This is the easiest way to stake Polkadot. If you guys watching like Polkadot and you want to stake it and you want to find out what the minimum is, go to on the left side, click on nominate. I mean validators, my bad. Let's see if it'll show. Okay, go to overview. I'm trying to it shows some type of menu that shows how much dot you're supposed to have.
Oh, you mean in the stake course overview?
Yeah, overview right there. Yeah, so if you see at the top left corner, it says 15.96%, and then
Mhm.
after inflation, you're getting about 9 point, what is it, 20?
9.26.
Yeah, 9.26. Yeah, you're almost getting 10% for staking Polkadot, and it does say you have to have like 326 of them, but and one thing I like about that is dot goes down in price. The code. So the staking minimum is not made by Polkadot. It's made by the code. So I guess in the code, if the price of Polkadot goes down
Mhm.
substantially, then the staking minimum goes up, and that's a
Here
good
it
thing.
is. It's in nominate. Minimum to earn on staking dot is $363.90 or three hundred
Dot.
sixty three dot and 90.98 dot. So yeah, about 400, about 370 dot will get allow you to stake.
I get $2 a day from staking rewards. So if
Mhm.
you did 2 times 365, that's how much I get. No, plus I compound it, so I actually get a little more. Because if you compound it, then you get way more.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you're getting a little bit higher, a little bit more to get in there on the interest that you're earning.
And Polkadot's different when it comes to staking. So you know how Cosmos, if you want to stake your Cosmos on Ledger, you just go into your validators, you click receive rewards on Polkadot. Your validators they collect your rewards for you, and on the staking dashboard, there's an option you can click. Where does your dot go? Do you want it to go
Mhm.
to your active balance, or do you want it to compound? I click compound, and I've noticed I get a lot more money from that every day. I get payouts from Polkadot for staking. So
Yeah, and it's the same thing. I do it with my DeFi wallet with the crypto.com DeFi wallet, but I only just restake it once a month in there. So whatever my earnings are, I do it once a month. But you can on the Nano Ledger, you can do it so you can stake it every day.
if you
That
find a
way you
good price you find a good price to where Polkadot finds a stabilization at, and there's not that much volatility in it. It's almost like
can.
you're just investing in a 10% APY bank account. At that point,
Oh yeah,
because what bank offers you 10% on your money? Like
yeah. Nothing right now.
a
That's for sure.
hundred a hundred thousand in the bank, and you're getting 10,000 a year from that. Like this, if you have 100,000 worth of Polkadot right now, you're getting, and you're compounding Polkadot, you're probably getting about 12 or
Mhm.
13,000 a year off that 100,000.
Oh, definitely.
But if you have 200,000 and see, some guy on Reddit, fun fact, he was on the cryptocurrency Reddit, and he asked people on the crypto Reddit, should he put 200K in DOT because he could just live off staking rewards. And a lot of people said yes, some people said no. But somebody was like, dude, you have 200K to put into a coin. Like, you're making it already. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely are. But hey, for a lot of you guys out there that are just joining, if you're not even at that level, don't worry, especially if you guys are young. Like anyone who's in their early 20s, you got so much ground, so much runway to really pick up.
Because I
Like,
mean, you have less money than most people, but because the time you have, it's more leveraged. So yeah, you have, like, for example, Sal here. He's older than me, and he obviously, because his life experience and what he's done, he has a lot more, a higher net worth than I do. But at the same time, I'm so young to where I can get there and catch up.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and it's like it just takes a little bit of discipline, and you can really catch up and get to where you want to be. Sometimes things may not play out the way you think they do, but then it's just a learning experience, and then you can grow from that.
Like we talked about yesterday in the stream, you got five investments. You got three that goes down and two that goes up. You still made money.
Yep, exactly. Exactly, and when you start out, you're not going to have that ability to diversify as much. But once you get everything going and you really get a good win off your first big investment, you can then divest and then put it into other areas. So, like if you're focused on crypto right now, then when you make the money in the bull run, exit out to a stable portion that you have left in crypto. Use your profits to put into real estate, stocks.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
so
start a business, but I would either go into ETFs or I would go into real estate and just start getting rental properties to get yourself some steady income.
that's what I plan on doing. And while we're on the Polkadot screen, for example, like when Polkadot hits the all-time high of $55, because some of you don't know, that's all Polkadot's all-time high, $55. My current Polkadot bag will be worth about 35K if I don't buy any more. I'm obviously going to buy more than that. So my goal is 1,000 Polkadot. I'm going to have about 55 grand if it goes back to all-time high. So
Oh, yeah.
when we go to all-time high, I'm going to take out 25K of that. And I'm going to let the other 25K just run. So let's say if Polkadot goes to 75 to 100, at $50 at that point, we hit all time high. $100 is possible, but you don't know if it could 2x from there. So you might want to wait till about 65 to $70 to pull out that remainder half. That way you made about, 60 to 70,000,
Oh
and you
yeah.
took out at different times and you secured that profit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, my polka dot bag has been a little lacking just because it hasn't hit a buying opportunity for me yet. Although it might hit soon. I got a lot of cash sitting on the sidelines waiting for a dip, and I'm thinking Sunday would be a good time that all the blue chip coins, altcoins are going to slowly go down, and that's when I'm going to start buying. And usually Sunday, that's when it happens. If we have a big drop Sunday, that usually means for the next 12 to 16 weeks, we'll have a good run, and then I can take some profits and wait for the next sideways trading event. But there's also a lot of people that I do see a lot of retail investors coming back, getting Bitcoin, getting into Ethereum, but unfortunately, Pepe is kind of leading the charge right now with people just really pounding into the Pepe.
Degenning in, yeah, they're degenning in, and I'm saying degenning because if you're buying, so some guy on the Discord chat, it went viral because
Mhm.
right when Pepe launched, he was telling people to buy Pepe, and everybody in the Discords were like, that looks interesting, like
Yeah,
that, and but people never really bought into it. That now all of a sudden that guy looks like a freaking Albert Einstein because
yeah,
if you look at the price from April 13th, which it released at, it did a huge run. But now it's just we're in times to where now it's like the liquidity on Pepe is going down because you have people cashing out, and the more people cash out, the less liquid it's going to be. So if you have like, I don't know, $1 million in Pepe right now, it crashes 50%, and you want to cash out your whatever you lost, whatever you have left, it's going to be hard to.
oh yeah. It's definitely what people don't understand is what's happening is I think you have to buy Ethereum, pay the gas fees, and swap it over to Pepe. And basically, what's happening is while you're swapping it, you're selling it to someone and exchanging it for ETH. And that's what's kind of keeping the Ethereum at kind of artificially at 1800 right now because
Yep.
I think it should have dropped a little bit down to 1500. And that's my honest opinion. But because the Pepe coin kind of came out of nowhere, And on top of that, he clips the good coin. Sui coin is actually a really good coin. I'm not paid by Sui to do that, but just from an investment standpoint, looking at charts, looking at the white paper, looking at what they're doing, yes, they're trying to make crypto uh, interoperability as fluid as water. So, but they're not getting any traction because everybody's like Pepe, 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 and of course,
It'll pick up next bull run because
oh yeah, it'll definitely pick up next bull run. But it's right now it's sitting at like a buck 20, I think. So it's definitely a good buy to get into rather than Pepe because you don't have to pay any swap fees or anything like that to get into it, and you're only really providing you're not even really providing liquidity for people. You're just buying it and storing it in your wallet or storing it on the exchange. So that but it Pepe's is kind of the thing
liquidity
that
game.
shows that yeah, that people will run into anything with the hopes of making money, and it kind of shows how any bull run in any economy in any investment vehicle, whether it's stocks, real estate, or anything, kind of happens. People once people make some money into it, then everybody else wants to run in and make more, and then that's what causes this bubble on the run to just fly out of nowhere. And then, of course, it's like a hot potato game. Someone's going to get left with the hot potato. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hot potatoes in the Pepe run, and only like a handful of people are going to walk away with money, and the rest are just locked up. Now, there are a few people that did make a lot of good money off of Pepe, but a lot of them, it's stuck. It's stuck in there. They can't swap it out. So I don't know what to say. I just don't. I don't play. I don't really get into those risky games. There's just no
I
point.
don't either, man. You got hard earned money. Yeah, you're already taking a big risk investing in crypto. You're already taking a big risk with that. But when you're playing with money, like let's say me, you work a low skill job, but it's at the same time, it's like when you go to work, you don't necessarily want to be there. You don't want to use that money on meme coins. You don't want to use
Mhm.
that hard earned cash that you make
Yeah.
on meme coins. If you want to use that cash and at least make a risk, buy some Bitcoin or ETH, buy some XRP, buy some Quant, not paid by any of them, by the way, but that's just what I hold. So I'm biased. So I'm going to say, yeah, buy some blue chip alts. Don't buy Pepe. Don't buy no, like, what do you call it? Meme coin crap. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
it makes Ethereum holders a lot more wealthy, though, when you're burning that ETH. Like, that ETH has to be
Hmm.
burned.
Oh yeah, it has to be burned, and you're only helping out someone else's pockets, not your own, when you get into that stuff. And
Yes.
I don't know what to say. So many people are just you
Vulnerable.
can't tell them no on that, and they just go ahead and do it. I met someone today while I was getting coffee that put like $2,000 in the Pepe right as it was going up. So he hasn't made a lot of money, but now it's kind of stuck in there. And now he's like he's like it's kind of like shaking the dice at the craps table. You're just really hoping to get that big victory, and I don't think it's coming. I only think a big L is in there. It's like I'd rather put that you could put that 2,000 into quant, and in a year you might have doubled that money. And that's where I do as an investor. I don't really look at trying to get a lot of I don't really look at trying to get like a 30x, 100x or anything. I just try to say, hey, if I put 20,000 into this, will make 40,000. If I put 100,000, will give me 200,000. I focus on just small gains here and there, double or whenever profit is sufficient to my liking, I just skim it out. Or if I think the investment is done, I close it completely out. That's usually my process and how I go about investing. So I don't really try to risk too much. But I try to make educated bets on what will and what won't make it.
So what were you saying, right? Because you were saying you met somebody. I didn't hear that part.
Oh, I met someone at a Starbucks, and the guy in front of me, there's like a couple people talking about crypto, talking about Dogecoin and Ethereum, and then they just started talking about Pepe coin, and he said he just piled in $2,000 in the Pepe coin last night. So it's like, ooh, you kind of came in at the wrong time. All you did was kind of give your money to someone else's
Yeah,
pocket.
that $2,000 back in April would have made you rich now, but not now. If he would have done that April 13th, he'd be rich.
Hmm. Yeah, but that goes to show you people they see other people making money, so they're gonna jump in and say, okay, there's always still time to make money. and unfortunately, that's going to be a big L for him, and that's probably a hard-earned $2,000.
And
And
that'll probably drive him out of crypto forever. You know,
oh yeah,
people that spend their hard-earned money on a freaking meme coin, and then they're surprised when it goes down. I'm like, bro, well, that can't change your whole perception of the legitimate projects that are out there. You know, you have quant talking
hmm
about tokenizing assets from different industries, and you have quant being interoperable. You know, you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, but then you have these freaking meme coins that have no use case for society at all, and people are just
hmm
degenning their money into it. I'm like,
oh yeah,
bro,
definitely. And it's just crazy how it is, but it goes to show you that the retail investor still views crypto as a get rich quick place instead of a long term investment hold. And that's really what we need. We need more people to come in saying, "Hey, I'm putting money into here, and it's not leaving for 10 years or 20 years."
yeah, but
That's
see,
what we need.
that's the thing though, like crypto has to become like the stock market in order for that to
Exactly.
happen. And the reason why people see the stock market as like, oh, that's boring, or Roth IRA and long-term investing, is
hmm
because, you know, there's a lot of people like me, you know, who, yeah, or your early 20s, yeah, sure, you know, I could be putting my money into a Roth IRA right now instead of crypto. You know, that would be called smarter by most people. But since I see so much potential within the next 2 years, you know, why not have my money? Why not have thousands of dollars in the crypto and take a bet to where I can make, you know, six figures, and then once I have that six figures, I can invest into a safer asset class like a Roth IRA or like ETFs and stuff. That's my
hmm
whole point of being in crypto, so I have more liquidity to invest in the safer assets.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And it's the name of the game is to try to get long term wealth. Generational wealth isn't made overnight in a quick get rich quick thing. It's made over smart decisions over a long period of time. Even what I'm doing, I'm kind of hoping that when I do have kids, that my kids, or at least one of them, will be able to take what I have created and make it into something even greater. That's the goal.
That's my goal too. And you know, I'm in my early 20s, and I do want kids one day, but it takes money. You know, kids are expensive, like diapers and all that. And that stuff's expensive.
Yeah, not just that, clothes are always constantly growing, and you just got to make smarter decisions with your life. So if you are in the group that's under 25 years of age, that I mean, now's the time to really plan your life. I mean, if you plan your life at 20, by the time you hit 25, you'll be in such a great position.
That's what I've been
You're
doing since I was 20. I've been buying into this market since I was since I was 20 and a half. So I've already been in this market for going on 3 years. You know, I've been planning since I was 20 years old. Yeah, I could put, again, like I said, I could put this money into a Roth IRA, but I actually sold everything. I sold all the ETFs. I sold all the safe investments I had. You know, I did a bunch of research on my Roth IRA too. I had some pretty good
Mhm.
picks. You know, I had the Vanguard S&P 500 index. I had a lot of different things in there, but it's like I said, why not just take this extra 2 to 3 years that I have of being in my early 20s, you know, put it into a riskier asset vehicle that could change my life, and then I could get back to that train. And
Oh,
I saw that
absolutely.
it made a lot of sense to me. And I said, even if crypto didn't work out, I'll be 24, 25, and I'll still be at a good age to where I could put into a Roth IRA or a safer asset vehicle if it didn't work out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. You just got to be careful you got to be careful and selective with what you're investing in. Always do your research. That's why I always tell people always respect the process, because you always want to do your research, invest in what you understand, and make sure if you don't understand, try to find people that do understand. They can help enlighten you and help grow you into making the wise decisions in your portfolio. Because let me tell you, the same thing happens with the stock market too. Can't tell you how many people tried to find a penny stock that was going to make it to like $10 a share, and they're going to make all this money, and it just never happens. You always get burned. It's just all you're doing is putting money into someone else's pocket. It's kind
Hey,
of like it's kind of like betting on college sports. It's like just take the money.
yeah, I was gonna to ask you. Go to Quant's website. I want everybody to see. Quant, the actual website of Quant, because to me it just looks freaking cool. It looks official. Like they did a good job. Quant did a good job with how their website's set up,
Let's go to Quan.
and I like how it's like, oh, hold on, I'll say it when it pops up. I forgot what it says. Yeah, the foundation of the block, and it'll change. Like if you sit there for a second, the words change. For it'll
Hmm.
say for everybody. Like it's really cool, and they got like a get started video. Yeah, if you go to look on what and why, it has who, what, and why, and it says who we serve and enterprises and all that. Like it's Quant to me. It's just a good bet. Like
Oh,
this does
absolutely.
not look like it was made by a 5-year-old. This
Yeah,
looks like it was
absolutely.
made by somebody who understands,
Hmm.
marketing and finance.
Yep, and it's got very clear. I think this is one of the things you can go in. Yeah, you see here. This is the main thing. You could see the faces of people that you're investing in. So like you could see the staff. You know who they are.
Gilbert Verdian, by the way, if you guys don't know, Gilbert Verdian has like 20 years experience. He has a bunch of experience with blockchain. Not only blockchain, I forgot what it is. I don't want to leave the stream, but Gilbert Verdian has like 20 years of experience in the finance
Hmm.
industry. He
Yeah,
has
let's
a
go.
bunch of Gilbert Verdian has a lot of experience. Yeah, 20 years of cybersecurity experience and C-level accountability. That's huge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is. And the fact is, my thing is that the fact of the matter is that when you look at this team, you don't see a bunch of overly young
They look
kids that
British.
they look tenured in their field of interest and their field of business. They look like they know what they're talking about and they know what they're doing. That's the thing, and it also
You
shows that you got smart money behind it too.
Yeah, you have a literal cryptocurrency that has Gilbert Verdian, and not only that, you have a bunch of people on the team who know what they're
Mhm,
talking about. And when you have Gilbert Verdian in England, go on a stage with people heavy into the finance industry, these big institutions in England and overseas, that's a big deal. Like this is a
mhm.
crypto we're talking about. This is not like a stock or anything. This is a literal crypto doing that's helping CBDCs. And I know people don't like CBDCs, but Quant is going to be a vehicle that makes CBDCs better. Quant's actually working, with the CBDCs, and CBDCs, whether you like it or not, is going to be a thing. And
Oh
the
yeah.
only thing that blockchain can do is offer like better scalability and solutions for those CBDCs, and that's
Mhm.
what Quant's doing. Like, and Quant is so slept on. Like, I remember telling this person like a year ago, in August, right before Quant started going up, I said Quant is the sleeper of the crypto market, and he was all like, I have no idea what Quant is. Well, a few months later, I sent him screenshots of how Quant's doing. He's like, dang, bro, you might be right. And he started doing research on Quant, and he was like, dude, Quant looks like amazing.
Yep. It is definitely a good investment, and I definitely have to increase as much as I can on it. Uh, I had last week on the stream I
Supports
bought.
Avalanche, like
Yeah, yeah. It's got so much potential. It's going to grow. It got a lot of money managers that are looking at it too. So once regulation kind of comes in, they're going to be all in on this sucker right from the beginning, and that's
you
just alone
can't.
going to shoot it up.
Looking at this website and looking into Quant's mission and their team, you can't. I don't see the SEC coming after Quant. I just don't see it. I don't see a Wells notice for them.
Yeah, it has actual usability, but I think most people just buy it and hold it because I don't think it's gonna. It's kind of being used as a currency, but it's really more like Bitcoin, like going to be a store of value.
Right now it's not being right now Quant, it's not being used for what it's meant for as of right now. Like if you look into Quant, they'll say you'll be able to pay licensing fees with
Mhm.
your Quant, So right now, a cheap a cheap subscription with Quant, if you want to like use Quant for your business, it's like $11,000 worth of Quant. And eventually, that's gonna lower in a bull market. Like for example, right now with Polkadot, you have to have 363 to. Eventually, as prices go up, that'll all go lower. But
Mhm.
you can actually use your Quant to pay licensing fees, and you can use your Quant. So we're just not there yet. A lot of people are just holding it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's right now, that's just probably the best decision, but it's got a lot of work, a lot of eyes on it, and a lot of smart money behind it. So it's definitely going to grow. It's definitely something I recommend to have in your crypto portfolio. But with that said, I think we're going to cut this at the end. We talked had a lot of great topics here. Like I said, you go follow us. We have our live streams every Monday morning, from Monday through Friday, every morning, our crypto chat. And then Sunday at 9:30 with our what's in your portfolio, and you can ask anytime. We always put the invite link in the description for on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. So if you guys wanted to join in, ask us any questions, go right ahead, especially about crypto, stocks, real estate, business. We definitely can help you out. Cody is the one that helped me out in that endeavor, and definitely got my crypto journey started, and I've been making money ever since. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
you just got to be wise in it. Do you have any like final thoughts there, Cody?
What I want to tell people is, if you have the risk tolerance like I do, just keep on holding and keep buying. There's gonna be bad news out there. People call it FUD, but I also think the bad news should be paid attention to. It just shouldn't discourage you to the point where you buy or sell based on news. Like if we have some bad news, like for instance, when Bitcoin was getting highly congested and ETH fees were going crazy high, I had a bunch of anxiety for crypto because I was all like, well, Bitcoin's being so congested. It has BRC20s, which we've never heard of for Bitcoin before.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got ETH going crazy. We got Pepe coin. You got fees high. It made me worry, but Pepe hype has cooled down. Fees have gone back down,
Yeah,
and it'll be like that. And the next bull run fees are probably going to be high too. You should expect that. But people are
yeah,
going to have made. Here's the thing though: in a bull market, yeah, fees are going to be high, but people are in profit. Most people are in profit, so I don't think people care about spending
yeah,
crazy fees when you're in profit. Like
yeah,
if I
yeah,
had like like a 5-figure profit in Ethereum and I had to pay like a $250 fee to move it, honestly, I would pay the like not
yeah.
saying that that's going to be a thing, but I would pay for it to get it out because I'm in such high profit. But if we're in a bear market where there's no profit being made and you pay those fees, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is. But and like I said, the bull market's going to come. You want to be prepared for it. All luck is preparation for the right opportunity. And that's what luck is. So right now, everybody should be preparing and getting ready for the next crypto bull run. Invest in what you know, respect the process, like and follow us, subscribe to us, help us get to over 200 subscribers on YouTube. We're trying to help us out. The link is in my TikTok bio as well, but also you in Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, of course, to go to YouTube and subscribe and help us get to 500 followers on Facebook. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow morning at 8:30. Check you guys later.